For doing this type of math, first of all, you have to write the company name. Here, the company name is the ShopTech. So we'll write the company name. The next one, you'll write what is the math name. This math, we call it as a transaction analysis. So we'll name it as a transaction analysis. Transaction analysis. Okay. So this will be at the center of your page, okay. Then you'll prepare a column, okay. As per your requirement, you will prepare column. As you know, we have basically we have asset column. Under asset, there are some other asset also. There are some subsection also. And in liability section, and we have a capital section, revenue section, expense section, and the drawing section. So we have to write it. Almost how many column it will be there? First of all, you'll write the date. Okay, there will be a column for the date. Then next, you'll write the accounts title. Okay, accounts title or accounts name. Then next,
মোট 4টা কলাম হবে।
আচ্ছা না না 4টা কলাম না, 4টা কলামের আন্ডারে আমরা আবার সাবসেকশন করব। ওকে, কোশ্চেন ওয়াইজ কিছু জিনিস চেঞ্জ হবে। যেমন অ্যাসেটের আন্ডারে if there is a cash, so cash will be one column. If there is account receivable, then account receivable will be for another column. If there is a equipment, equipment will be for another column. If there is a for example, if there is a আর কি থাকতে পারে আপনাদের equipment, then there will be another column. If there is a supplies, then there will be another column. Okay, so asset এর আন্ডারে এরকম মোটামুটি আমাদের এই ম্যাথে 4টা অ্যাসেট থাকবে, 4টা অ্যাসেট। ওকে, আমি মোটামুটি একটা আইডিয়া করে এখানে ই করে দিই, পরে আমরা বাড়াবো আর কি সেটা। First of all, you'll write the date. Okay, and do not need to write the accounts title. We'll directly write it on the different column. Okay, so first 4 column, keep it for asset. Okay, just write the name asset, then give the name liabilities. Okay, and this 4 column will be the owner's equity. So give the name owner's equity.
স্যার আমরা চাইলে তো শর্ট ফর্মেও লিখতে পারি a = l + e।
না, কোনো শর্ট ফর্মে লেখার দরকার নেই, যেভাবে লিখতেছে সেভাবে লিখবেন। Okay, so here you will write capital. First one is the capital, revenue, expense, and drawings. Okay, drawings. তারপরে আরেকটা কলাম আপনারা রিমার্কস এর জন্য রাখতে পারেন, চাইলে না রাখলেও চলবে, বাট আমরা রিমার্কস এর জন্য একটা কলাম আমরা রাখবো। Okay, so we'll give the name it as a remarks. এবং আমরা এই ক্ষেত্রে if we change the layout to horizontal mode, even on your exam khata, keep this type of question in the horizontal mode. Okay, because in landscape mode you convert it to the landscape mode because you need space. You have to write different accounts names, so you need a bigger space. Okay, so that our column right now will do we'll do the math. We'll read the question one by one, then we'll solve the question. So any question regarding this column? Is it clear? Just A equal
Yes,
to L
sir.
plus OE, asset equal to liabilities plus owner's equity. Under this, we have different heading. Okay, so let's see. First of all, question number one, transaction analysis number one, investment by owner. X invest 15,000 cash in business, name ShopTech. Okay, 15,000 invested by X, or the owner invested 15,000 cash in a business, name ShopTech. So you know, if we invest any money in business, then we'll do what? Our cash will increase in our organization, in our company, cash will increase, and this 15,000 taka or very first money will come as a capital, So under the owner's equity, we'll write it in the capital column, and under the asset column, we'll make a new column. The name with the new column will be cash, and under the cash heading, we'll write 15,000 taka. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
জি বলেন, কে বলতেছিলেন? কারো বুঝতে অসুবিধা হচ্ছে?
No, sir.
আচ্ছা, আমরা 15,000 টাকা বিজনেসে ইনভেস্ট করেছি। সো 15,000 টাকা ইনভেস্ট করলে কি হবে? ক্যাশ বেড়ে যাবে এবং এই টাকাটা ক্যাপিটাল হিসেবে আসছে, তাই ক্যাপিটালও ইনক্রিজ করবে। ওকে,
Yes, sir.
cash and capital. So let's see. Under the asset column, we'll give a new column heading, that is cash, and this is transaction one. We'll just there is no date is here, so just give it September 1. Okay, September 1. 15,000 taka cash, so 15,000 taka will increase, and under the capital column, 15,000 taka plus. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, আমরা জাস্ট এখানে এক্সপেন্স গুলোর নাম রিমার্কসে লিখবো। এক্সপেন্স গুলোর নাম কি কি নাম সেটা খালি লিখবো, আর কোনো কিছু রিমার্কসে লেখার দরকার নেই। ওকে, কারণ আমরা এটা থেকে যখন ইনকাম স্টেটমেন্ট তৈরি করব, তখন ওই রিমার্কস দেখে আমরা এক্সপেন্স গুলোর নাম ডিরেক্টলি লিখে ফেলবো, আর আলাদা করে কোশ্চেন দেখার দরকার হবে না। Okay, now see, we'll go to the transaction number 2. Question number 2, purchase equipment for cash. Purchase equipment for cash. So if we purchase an asset with another asset, then in that case, the asset which comes into in our business, that will plus, and the asset which actually goes out from our business, that will be minus. So here you see, you purchase equipment for cash, so equipment will increase, and cash will decrease. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Equipment will increase and cash will decrease. So আমাদের ব্যবসায় আমরা কি করলাম? ইকুইপমেন্ট কিনলাম ক্যাশ টাকা দিয়ে। আমরা জানি ইকুইপমেন্ট একটা অ্যাসেট, একটা অ্যাসেট কিনছি এবং এটার বিপরীতে আরেকটা অ্যাসেট আমাদের ব্যবসা থেকে চলে গেছে। সো যে অ্যাসেটটা গেছে সেটা মাইনাস হবে, আর যে অ্যাসেটটা আসছে সেটা প্লাস হবে। সো আমরা অ্যাসেটের আন্ডারে দেয়ার উইল বি নিউ হেডিং, উইল নেম ইট অ্যাজ এ ইকুইপমেন্ট। ওকে, সো নিউ হেডিং, ইট উইল বি ইকুইপমেন্ট, and just give it name September 2. The serially date গুলো দিয়ে যাচ্ছি। So the amount is 7,000 equipment plus, but it is deducted from the cash, so cash will decrease, so 7,000 minus. Accounting এ আমরা ব্র্যাকেট মানে হচ্ছে ফার্স্ট ব্র্যাকেট মানে হচ্ছে মাইনাস। ওকে, সেই জন্য দেখেন ফার্স্ট ব্র্যাকেট দিয়েছি। So here you see, in the first transaction, 15,000 plus on the asset side, 15,000 plus on the owner's equity side, the equation is equal. You see, equation is equal, 15,000 plus 15,000 plus. Now in the second transaction, you see, second transaction 7,000 plus 7,000 minus. So if 7,000 plus 7,000 minus. So there is no change in the asset. Ultimately, there is no change in the asset. Plus minus, that is 0. The effect is 0. There is no change in liabilities. There is no change in owner's equity. So still our equation is equal. Equation ta kintu is still equal, right? Is it clear? 7,000.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll go to the third transaction. Third transaction e dekhen. So then transaction number 3, see, purchase of supplies on credit. Purchase of supplies on credit. Okay, so we purchase a asset. Supplies is a asset, you know. Supplies is a asset, and we purchase it on credit. If it is on credit, you know, it is what? It is a it is due. Okay, on credit due bill. If you find this three type of word, that means you didn't pay it cash. You didn't pay it cash. You will pay that money in future day. You'll pay that money in future day, and that is a liability for you. Right now it is liability for you. Okay, so our liability will increase, and this type of liability in accounting we call it as a accounts payable. We call it as a accounts payable. Okay, so under the asset column we'll have a new column supplies, and under the liabilities column we'll have a new column accounts payable. Sorry. So under the asset column we'll give new column as a supplies. Sorry, supplies, and under the liabilities column we have a accounts payable. So you know it is September 3. Now how much is the amount? You see, supplies. So how it comes, you see, ShopTech purchase headset and other computer accessories that are expected to last several months. So you have to identify that it is supplies is a very little equipment. It is a stationery. It is a accessories. That is we call supplies, and it is basically expected to several for less than a year. Expected to last for a less than a year. Okay, so here your accounting period is for 1 month, but it is expected to last for several months, so it will give you benefit more than your accounting period. So that's why we will call it as asset. So এখানে দেখছেন যে সাপ্লাই চেনার উপায় হচ্ছে কি, সাপ্লাই চেনার উপায় হচ্ছে ছোটখাটো ইকুইপমেন্ট, স্টেশনারি, অ্যাসেসরিজ, এই টাইপের আইটেমগুলোকে আমরা সাপ্লাইজ বলে থাকি। এই সাপ্লাইজটা বেসিক্যালি 1 বছরের কম সময়ের জন্য হয়ে থাকে, মানে এটা 1 বছরের কম সময় আপনাকে বেনিফিট দিবে। তো এখানে আমরা যে ম্যাপটা করতেছি এটা হচ্ছে কি 1 মাসের ম্যাপ। আমরা সেপ্টেম্বরের ম্যাপ করতেছি, ফুল সেপ্টেম্বর মান্থ।
So you mean, sir, less than 1 year and more than 1 month, right?
Yes, less than 1 year, more than 1 month, right?
And we call it as
Supplies. We
Supplies.
call it as a supplies.
right.
Okay. Is it clear?
Absolutely.
Okay, so 1600 taka will write on the supplies column, and also we'll write it on the accounts payable column. Okay, so 1600 supplies and 1600 on accounts payable column. I hope you understood. Now we'll go to the next question. Question number 4. Services performed for cash. Services performed. Okay, so services performed, whether it is cash or whether it is credit or whether it is due, whatever it is, if you find services performed, then directly you will write it as a, you will write it on the revenue column. You will directly write it on the revenue side. Okay, and also they say they perform the services for cash here, so cash will increase and revenue will increase. Okay, so see the question. ShopTech received 1200 taka cash from customer for app development. 1200 taka cash from customer for app development. So 1200 taka cash will increase, and also we'll write on the owner's equity revenue column 1200 taka. So
Sir,
let's write
what
it.
does OE means? What does OE means? What does it mean?
OE means owner's equity. OE means
Oh,
owner's
right.
equity. And at the
Thank
owner's
you.
equity column, we have a revenue. Okay. So say September 4. September 4. Okay, so cash 1200 taka will increase. 1200 increase, and also on the revenue column 1200 taka will increase. So all the income statement item will write on the remarks column. So this is service revenue. So write service revenue. I hope you understood, right? September 4, clear all of you?
Yes, sir.
Only one responded. No one else is talking. Why? কেউ কথা বলতেছেন না কেন?
জি
I
স্যার
don't know, sir.
সবাই একটু রেসপন্স করবেন, ওকে? কথা বলবেন
জি
সবাই।
স্যার
আচ্ছা, সেপ্টেম্বর 4 এর পরে আমরা চলে যাব 5, purchase of advertising on credit. Advertising on credit, and the amount will be 250 taka. There is a printing mistake, I didn't write the amount. Shoptech receive a bill for advertisement 250 taka. So you know, advertising on credit, advertising is an expense. So you'll write on the expense column, expense is on default minus expense, and drawing all the figure will be minus. So advertising, it will be minus, and it is on credit, you know, on credit. On credit means you didn't pay the bill, you didn't pay the money yet. So you have to pay money in future day. That is a liability for you. You have to pay that money in future day, and that is we call accounts payable. We call it as a accounts payable. Okay. So 250 taka you'll write on the accounts payable plus, and on the other hand you'll write into on the owner's equity side expense column. Expense column, it is minus, plus minus. The operation will be done on the owner's equity side, liabilities and owner's equity side. Nothing will be on the asset side, but still our equation is equal. Okay, I hope you are clear. Understood? বুঝতে পেরেছে এটা?
Yes, sir.
আমরা বাকিতে অ্যাডভার্টাইজমেন্ট
জি
দিই।
স্যার
সো অ্যাডভার্টাইজমেন্ট দিলে
স্যার।
এটা একটা অ্যাডভার্টাইজমেন্ট এক্সপেন্স, আর যেহেতু আমরা বাকিতে দিয়েছি আমাদেরকে ভবিষ্যতে কিন্তু টাকাটা পে করতে হবে। এই ধরনের এক্সপেন্সকে আমরা, এই ধরনের ভবিষ্যতের ব্যাপারগুলোকে বলি আমরা লায়াবিলিটি বা দায়। এটা আমাদের কোম্পানির জন্য দায়। সো আমরা কি করব, লায়াবিলিটি কলামে আমরা লিখবো অ্যাজ অ্যাকাউন্টস পেয়েবল হিসেবে, আর অন্যদিকে এটাকে কি করব, এটাকে আমরা অ্যাডভার্টাইজিং এক্সপেন্স হিসেবে এক্সপেন্স কলামে আমরা লিখবো। সো লেটস রাইট ইট। September 5. This is 250 taka on accounts payable column, and minus 250 on the advertising column, on the expense column, and remarks will be advertising expense. Okay, so September 5 is done. Now I'll go to the next question, September 6. Services performed for cash and credit. Shoptech perform app development for customer and receive 1500 taka cash and bill for the balance of 2000 taka. So services performed for cash and credit. So I already said if you perform services cash and credit, that's not our issue. we'll directly write on the revenue column. We'll directly write on the revenue column. Okay. And another thing is that is you see cash and credit. So you provided services, some money you received in cash, but something is still on due. Still on due. Okay. So still on due. If it is due, that means you will receive that money in future day. So that is a asset for you. That is a asset. You will receive that money in future day. And in accounting, we call it as account receivable. So in the asset side, you'll write whatever you received in cash, you'll write it on the cash column. And whatever it is in on due, you'll write on the, you'll prepare another column that is you call account receivable. So under the account receivable, you'll write the amount that is on due. ওকে, সো আমরা এখানে যেটা বলছি যে যে আপনি 3500 টাকা আপনি সেল করেছেন, সার্ভিস দিয়েছেন। তো আপনি যদি সার্ভিস দিয়ে থাকেন তাহলে কি হচ্ছে, সার্ভিস দিলে আপনি ডিরেক্টলি সার্ভিস রেভিনিউ বা রেভিনিউ কলামে আপনি ডিরেক্টলি লিখবেন, রেভিনিউ কলামে লিখবেন। আর সেটা কি করবেন, আপনি ক্যাশে যেটা পেয়েছেন সেটা ক্যাশে লিখবেন, আর যেটা বাকিতে আছে বাকির টাকাটা আপনি ভবিষ্যতে রিসিভ করবেন। সো যেহেতু ভবিষ্যতে রিসিভ করবেন, সো এটা আপনার জন্য একটা, এটা একটা অ্যাসেট। সেই জন্য আপনি অ্যাসেট সাইডে নতুন একটা কলাম করবেন অ্যাকাউন্ট রিসিভেবল নামে। এই অ্যাকাউন্ট রিসিভেবল নামে আপনি সেটা লিখবেন এবং ওখানে আপনি ওই অ্যামাউন্টটা যেটা বাকি ছিল সেটা আপনি লিখবেন। So let's see, 1500 taka cash and bills for the balance 2000 taka. So you'll write 3500 taka on the revenue column, September 6. The revenue will write 3500 taka. This is service revenue. And you receive 1500 taka cash, and also there will be new column account receivable. And this amount will be 2000 taka. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Sir. Clear? Okay. So that's our September 6th. Now we'll go to the next. Payment of expenses. Payment of expenses. ShopTech pays the following expenses on cash. That is rent 1600, salary and wages 900, utilities 200. So if you pay cash, so cash will decrease, and this is the expense. So you will write it on the expense column. Okay. So let's write it. Total is how much? 1600, 900, 200. So that means total 1700 will be deducted from cash. September 6th. September 7th. 1700 it will be deducted from cash, and the owner's equity side expense column you'll write separately. Right, we have a rent expense 600 taka, so minus 600, that is rent expense. Rent expense 1600 taka, and the next expense is salary and wages 900. Salary and wages 900, and that is salary expense. That is salary expense. Okay, and finally the last one is Utilities expense 200 টাকা। Utilities 200, so we'll write 200 utilities expense. So I hope you are clear. সবাই clear?
জি স্যার।
কারো কোনো কোশ্চেন আছে?
No, sir.
কারো কোনো বুঝতে অসুবিধা থাকলে কোশ্চেন করতে পারেন।
না স্যার।
Next one, that is number 8, payment of account payable. Payment of account payable. So payment of account payable means we'll pay the cash, we'll pay it in cash. Earlier we have a advertising cost, we have a advertising bill, we didn't pay it, that is on the accounts payable. Earlier it was in the accounts payable, we recorded in accounts payable, but here we pay the accounts payable. So cash will decrease and accounts payable will decrease. So 250 taka, it will be deducted from cash, and it will also deducted from the accounts payable, 250 taka. September 8, মানে জাস্ট এরকম আর কি, যে আপনার কাছে একজনের টাকা পাবে, আপনি লিখে রাখছেন যে আমার কাছে ও এত টাকা পাবে, আপনি যখনই পে করবেন ডেফিনেটলি সেখান থেকে আপনি মাইনাস করে দিবেন, ওকে, যেটা আপনি পেমেন্ট
পরিশোধ
করে
করার পর
দিচ্ছেন।
যেটা আর কি লেখা হয়।
সো অ্যাকাউন্টস পেয়েবল হচ্ছে জাস্ট অনেকটা এরকম আর কি, যে আপনি হিসাব রাখছেন যে আমার কাছে কে কে টাকা পাবে, এখন আপনি যখন পে করে দিবেন তখন ডেফিনেটলি ওখান থেকে মাইনাস করে দিবেন। তো যেহেতু ক্যাশে পে করছেন, সো ক্যাশ উইল ডিক্রিজ 250 টাকা, and it is actually from accounts payable 250 টাকা। দেখেন আগে অ্যাকাউন্টস পেয়েবলে 250 টাকা প্লাস লিখেছিলেন, right now you deducted 250 taka, so this accounts payable is totally vanished. Now you can tell it as a cash transaction because cash minus and in the expense minus, this actually exists. Okay, so then number 9, receipt of cash on account. Receipt of cash on account. Okay, so apni cash, you will receive the cash from the person that you have a due, okay, that those person have a due with you. Okay, earlier you provided a services and you bill for the service, so that customer paid right now. Earlier you see 2000 in question number 6 or in September 6, bills for the balance 2000 taka. So from the 2000 taka right now you'll receive 600 taka. So you're going to receive 600 taka, so cash will increase 600, and same way this 600 taka will be deducted from the account receivable. Account receivable মানে হচ্ছে আমি কোন একজন পার্টিকুলার পার্সনের কাছে টাকা পাই, সো সে যখন আমাকে টাকাটা
সেটাকে
পে
পে
করে
করছে
দিবে
এখন।
রাইট নাও, দ্যাটস ওয়াই উইল ডিডাক্ট ইট, আমরা এটাকে ডিডাক্ট করে দিব। সো 600 টাকা September 9, 600 taka will be deducted from cash, and also this 600 taka will be deducted from plus 600 taka you receive the cash, so 600 will plus, and 600 taka will be deducted from account receivable because they paid the money. Okay, 600 plus 600 minus, no effect in asset, ultimately our equation is equal. So is it clear? September 9.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the last transaction, we'll go to the last one, that is withdrawal of cash by owner. Mr. X withdraw 1300 taka in cash from business. Okay, withdrawal of cash by owner, Mr. X withdraw 1300 taka from business. Withdraw means we'll write it on the drawings column, and it is deducted from cash because we actually, as a owner, we take the money. We take the money from the business. We take 1300 taka from cash box. So 1300 taka will be deducted from cash. And also it is a drawings, you know, they withdraw it. So you will write it on the drawings column, 1300 taka. So our entry will be September 10. September 10, it is how much? 1300 taka. It will be deducted from cash. And on the drawings column, 1300 taka minus. Okay, are you clear beyond?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But sir, in this case, why didn't we mention the person's name or in the ninth column who paid actually 600 taka?
Who paid 600 taka? What? This is from account receivable. They say that
Yes, sir. So why
they
didn't
received the money. They received the money from the person who
can we
earlier they
mention
billed.
his or her name in the remarks column?
There is no name on the question. Okay, I mean remarks. We are writing the remarks only for the help of preparation of income statement. আমরা পরের স্টেপে যখন ইনকাম স্টেটমেন্ট তৈরি করব তখন দেখবেন how remarks will be helpful. Only remarks এ আপনি লিখবেন expense name and the revenue name. Only that. Nothing you have to write. Remarks কলামে আর কিছু লেখার দরকার নেই, ওকে?
So how would you understand that who actually paid the money?
If your question said that, then you can write it on the remarks column. But your question didn't say anything about the customer name. Okay?
Actually, I'm saying it in real life, not about on the questions. So that's
In
why I'm
real
asking.
life, it depends. Maybe in account receivable, we may use a different account receivable account. Like Mr. Korim, account receivable, Mr. Korim, account receivable, Mr. Rohim. We can do like this.
So why would we write their name?
Why don't you write their name here?
Where?
I said you can write your name like account receivable Rohim. Okay, just in bracket you can write the name. You didn't understood. I said you can use a different column. Each customer one column. Each customer one column. Account receivable Rohim for one column. Account receivable Korim for another column. You can do like this way. We'll do the sum of each column. So let's do. What is the total figure in the cash column? Someone please help me. The next one is
4,000,
700.
4,007.
And here it is 1950, right? 1950.
Yes,
Okay. And this is 1300. So that's our total column. Now we'll show it in A equal to L plus OE format. Okay, asset, full asset is how much? Full asset is how much? 8,050 plus 7,000 plus 1,600 plus 1,400. কত হয় দেখেন? This is 3,000, 7,000.
স্যার 18,050
Right. 18,050.
1850.
And this is 1,600. And these are the, you'll merge it. It is how much? See?
Sir, 16,450.
15,450, right?
16,000.
16. Okay. Okay. So under all the amount, you'll give a two line. Two line means our account is closed. দুইটা করে লাইন টেনে দিবেন নিচে দিয়ে। And also in the total column. So I hope this type of math is clear, right? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.